going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we have something a little bit different. So a couple weeks ago I posted a video where I did crack out some slabs and send to PSA to cross over and see how they would grade. So in that video I believe we had like 4 different grading companies represented. I cracked some SGC, BGS, HGA, and I think the other one was Black Mamba, and we crossed all those over to PSA and see how they would do, how they were graded with PSA. And someone saw that video and asked if I would be willing to crack out some of their HGA cases, because in that video I did mention that HGA grades super hard. So if you have an HGA card and it's either a 9 or like even a 9.5, there is probably a very good chance that it would cross over to a PSA 10 or potentially SGC 9.5 or 10. With what's going on with HGA these days, I don't think the cards, it's one thing if you like the way the cases look. I've said that before. I personally, I really like them. I think they look incredible, but it's just not gonna really add much value at all to the cards. So, if you have a HGA 9 or 9.5, there's probably a pretty good chance that it would cross over to a PSA or SGC and grade really well. So someone sent in, I believe, somewhere around like 10 to 15 cards here and said, I will basically, use your opinion and you send to PSA or SGC, whatever you see fit. So I'm gonna go through the cards real quick, talk about each card. I think the majority of these cards are gonna go to SGC. I picked out 2 cards just from looking at them in the slabs that I want to send to PSA, and the majority will go to SGC. So I'm gonna run through all these cards real quick, and then I'll go ahead and crack them out, show you guys the cards once they are cracked out, and then once they do come back from SGC, I will show all the results, the grades once they're with SGC. Probably won't do a separate video because as of right now, again, I only have 2 cards picked out for PSA. So I'll definitely be sure to show those, but I probably won't do like a dedicated return video on those. So real quick, let's go ahead and run through these cards, and then I will crack them out and show you guys the cards once they are cracked from their HGA cases. So first up, we do have a Davante Adams Kaboom, and these are some really nice cards. So I definitely wanted to show you guys. It's not just like 10 or 15 low end base cards. These are some good cards. So really excited to see what they do get. And that's the good thing about grading with SGC, is they should be back in probably 2 to 3 weeks. So won't take a ton of time to see these results. So Davante Adams Kaboom. Now this is one of the 2. The first 2 I'm going to show are 2 that I think should actually go to PSA. They're both 9.5s, and I based it on value. I think actually there might be a couple 9s in here, but pretty much the majority are all HGA 9.5s. So they should cross pretty well. And I basically just base it on the value. I think this is definitely a big enough card to send to PSA and get a really nice bump in value. So Davante Adams Kaboom. And then the second one that I thought that should be sent to PSA is the Aaron Rodgers Optic Downtown. This one also got the 9.5. So these 2 I decided we should send to PSA at economy. Those are probably going to be back in like 2 to 3 months. So it's going to be a while on those. And then the rest, I feel that they should probably be sent to SGC, and they should have a good shot to cross over to that SGC 10. Plus, they will be back very quickly. So we have another not Aaron Rodgers, we have Jordan Love. This one is the Donruss Downtown, and this one did get an HGA 9.5. And again, I've said it before, HGA probably not going to add a ton of value, but the slabs just look incredible. I'm a big fan of the slabs, always have been. Raul Jimenez Kaboom, 9.5. So again, majority of these are going to be 9.5s. I think I saw 1 or 2 9s. Another Raul Jimenez, same card, Kaboom, 9.5. Next one up, we do have a 9 here. So this one is going to be Javier Hernandez. That one got a 9. And corners 9, surface actually got an 8, and then we got 2 9.5. So that one will be interesting. Sending that to sending it to SGC will be interesting to see if it still gets a 9 or possibly an 8.5, maybe a 9.5. This one will definitely be interesting to see how that does. based on those subgrades. And then next up, there's a lot of Davante Adams in here, some really nice Crusade cards. So this one is the Crusade red, and that one got an HGA 9.5. And then we have a blue coming up. So again, same thing, Davante Adams blue, 9.5. And then we have a purple. So big, you can tell whoever sent these in, big Packers fan, big Davante Adams fan. And then we have an Aaron Rodgers. This one is the Donruss Downtown. That one got a 9.5. Then we have another Optic Downtown, Aaron Jones. And let's see, that one. So centering at an 8.5 on that one. And that's tough. I don't know if that's an 8.5 centering. It doesn't look that bad. So yeah, another one that will be interesting. Definitely interested to see how the HGA 9s do with SGC. Next up, Brett Favre Donruss Downtown. And then we're going to finish with a couple Prestige Heroes. I believe these are both Aaron Rodgers. And yes, I think these labels look incredible. I think these look really nice. But anyway, both Aaron Rodgers Prestige Heroes 9.5s. So that does it for the cards here. Again, I believe somewhere around like 15 cards. We're going to send 2 to PSA. The rest are going to go to SGC. I'm going to go ahead and crack these out off camera, and then I will be right back, show you guys all the cards again, and then we'll take another pause, send them off to be graded, and then I will come back once we have the results. All right, guys, and we are back. We have all of the cards cracked out of the HGA cases, and let me just say, that was a major pain in the butt. I am not a fan of cracking cards out of cases at all, especially BGS. But honestly, after that, HGA is right up there with BGS. The cases are super hard to crack, and they don't come apart very clean. The best by far is SGC. You can crack crack the corner, use a flathead screwdriver, peel it up, and it comes apart just super clean. The HGA cases, I would crack the corner, and it would like crack down the middle, and you'd have to be super careful to get the screwdriver on the side of the card and kind of try your best to peel it up. So not a fan of that at all. So people reach out to me all the time and ask if I crack cases. Usually I don't. This was kind of a special circumstance. He said I could make a video out of it. He's been a customer for a long time, and I do charge extra for this service, so I do want to say that as well. So anyway, all the cards are cracked out, so I'm going to go ahead and flip through them real quick, and then I will come back once these are back from SGC. And again, probably won't show, I'll just show the 2 that are going to PSA once that submission does come back, but won't be a dedicated video. But for SGC, I will do a dedicated. So these are the ones going to SGC again. We got the 2 Jimenez Kabooms. We have the Jordan Love Downtown, Javier Hernandez Kaboom, and all of the Davante Adams out of Crusade. So the red, the blue, the purple, Aaron Rodgers, Donruss Downtown, Aaron Jones, Optic Downtown, Brett Favre Downtown, and then the 2 Aaron Rodgers out of Prestige Heroes. And then I will show real quick the 2 that are going to PSA. I just thought these were probably the 2 with the most value, of all the cards that he sent in. So the Davante Adams Kaboom, and then also the Aaron Rodgers Optic Downtown. Those are going to go to PSA at economy. So just wanted to show you guys real quick all the cards once they were cracked out, and then I will check back in once the stack on the left is back from SGC. All right, guys, and the cards have made it back from SGC, so that didn't take very long at all. I'm actually recording this clip on Saturday, June 25th. So a few days ago, I did upload a video of my personal SGC results. That was a 7-card order. Those cards were actually sent with these cards. So these were all a part of the same order that did take 4 business days. Again, these were submitted at the 20 to 25 day turnaround time. Took 4 business days, so didn't have to wait very long at all on these results. So as you can see, we do have 2 stacks over here. The stack on the left were actually cards that were sent raw, so they were not crossed from HGA to SGC. Those were raw cards, but I know the person that is going to be watching this video that sent these cards in is anxiously awaiting all of these results, so I did want to show those as well. He actually does not know these grades. He said he wanted to wait on the video reveal, so I do want to go ahead and get this clip recorded so I can get these shipped out to him as well. This video will be uploaded before he gets them in the mail. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with the raw cards that he sent in first. So if you guys remember, there was a bunch of Packers cards. There was Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, a bunch of those kind of players, and he did send this one in raw. So this was a Davante Adams Crusade. We're going to be seeing a few more of these in this submission, if you guys remember from the previous clips. But this one did get an 8.5, so this is the gold out of 25, and that one did get an 8.5. So a bit of a rough one there, rough start, but it does get better. So I will say too, you guys are going to see the SGC results here in a minute, but very interesting and surprising results. I know the guy who sent these in is probably getting a little bit nervous, but there's some good grades, so don't worry about that. But next up, we have a Davante Adams. This is the Contra Obsidian 9.5, and the Contra, okay, so that's not numbered. I guess the Contra is just like super short print, so very rare. So nice one there on the Obsidian Davante Adams 9.5. And then finally, the third card that he did send in raw condition is the Pikachu VMAX, and that one did get a 10. Typically, Pokemon cards do grade extremely well, so no surprise there on the Pikachu VMAX. And now we are going to get into the HGA crosses to SGC. I do have all of the grades written on the back, what they were as HGA. So first up, we have an Aaron Rodgers. I believe this one is going to be a downtown insert. This one was an HGA 9.5, and these are in no particular order, as well. So there could be whatever 8s, 9s, 10s all throughout, no particular order, and an 8.5. So this one was a bit of a surprising one. I said in previous clips before we sent to SGC, I thought, in my personal opinion, if you had an HGA 9.5, even an HGA 9, there was probably a really good chance that it was going to cross to an SGC 9.5 or 10, because, in my personal experience, HGA graded super tough. Now, I will say, I don't know when he got these graded. I do think they started to get a little bit easier and easier because I think they kind of noticed that people were just getting 9s across the board, and I think it probably slowed down a little bit for them. So in my experience, I do think they got a little bit easier as it got further along. So I don't know when these cards were submitted, but this one was a bit surprising. So it crossed from an HGA 9.5 to an SGC 8.5. So not a good start there on the Aaron Rodgers downtown. And next up, we have another one that was an HGA 9.5. This one was another Aaron Rodgers, I believe the Prestige Heroes. And this one crossed to a 10. Okay, so we're doing a little bit better now. This is honestly what I expected on most of the cards to cross to 9.5s or 10s. So again, 9.5 to a 10. So good one there. Next up, we have another 9.5. This one is another Aaron Rodgers. I believe this is the exact same card. So we'll see if we can go 2 for 2. And this one crossed from a 9.5 to a 9.5. So pretty straightforward, no surprises. And then on the next one, we have a Brett Favre. This one is going to be a downtown as well. So we had a 9.5, and this one crossed to a 10. So very interesting. We had a 9.5 over here crossed to an 8.5. Then we have a 9.5, and it crosses to a 10. So far, we're all over the place. This is, again, I said earlier, the results were a little bit surprising. There's no pattern or rhyme or reason as to why, some of these are crossing well and some are not. So very surprised by some of these crosses. So we got a 10 there. Next up, we have an Aaron Jones 9. It was an HGA 9, and I was going to be very interested to see how the 9s crossed. So we'll see what this one got. And it did stay a 9. So it went from an HGA 9 to an SGC 9. Same thing there on the downtown. And next up, we have a Jordan Love. Again, downtown. This one was a 9.5. And this one actually crossed up to a 10. So very solid results on the Jordan Love. Next up, so these were the Davante Adams. So I showed the gold earlier, that one got an 8.5. That was in raw. Now this one was an HGA 9.5. This one is out of 49. And this one crossed to another 8.5. So this one was another one that was a bit surprising, from a 9.5 to an 8.5. Definitely surprised on that one. And then we have another Crusade. This one was a 9.5 as well. And this one actually crossed up to a 10. So we got a 9.5 that goes to an 8.5, and we got a 9.5 that goes to a 10. So again, I don't really know what to make of this. It's just all over the place on these grades. So definitely a nice one there on the blue that got a 10. And then we have another one that was a 9.5. This one is out of 99. And this one is another 8.5. So again, very, very shocking results here, just kind of all over the place. And then next up, Javier Hernandez. This was going to be another one that I was interested to see, as it was a 9. And this one crossed over to an 8.5. So this one was a little bit, noticeably off center. But, I didn't think it was too bad. I think there might have been like some edge or corner wear as well on the HGA subgrades, but this one did go from a 9 to an 8.5. Okay, so we have two more here. We got another, I think these are both the exact same card, and they were both 9.5s. This is, I can't remember, who was this? Raul Jimenez. So we had two HGA 9.5s. Let's go ahead and show these at the exact same time. So these did pretty well, crossed from a 9.5 to a 9.5, and then a 9.5 to a 10. So we will definitely take those results over the 8.5. So very, very random. It wasn't like, the few that crossed from a 9.5 down, it's not like they went from a 9.5 to a 9. They went from a 9.5 all the way to an 8.5. So it was very, very surprising on these results. But overall, I would say pretty good. We did get 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 10s. So I think we'll definitely take that. Overall, not too bad, but some of the results were pretty surprising. So we did go 5 10s there. So very shocking results. But again, unless you just like the HGA slabs, I would certainly cross them from HGA to SGC or PSA, or whatever you want to do, because they're just not going to retain any value in that HGA slab. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. This was probably a bit of a longer video. I know there was a lot of clips in here, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. Hopefully you enjoyed these very, very interesting results. So that's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you soon.